This is David Menn of Lottodds. It is July 19, 2025. Okay, I want to make this video for you guys to remind you of Lottodds' free website. Okay, it's match3colors.com and it contains limited features. Okay, it's the same methodology as Lottodds' site, but it contains a few features, limited features that you can utilize, but they're powerful and they will get you winners. You can reach the site by going to Lottodds' homepage and clicking on the image of Match 3 Colors, or you can just simply enter Match 3 Colors like that, and you'll get to it, all right? And that's what it is. It's just Match 3 Colors based on the hit and miss colors, the pair sum colors, and the draw count colors. So if you thought, for example, because look, if you look through here, look how purple is. Just kills, it dominates, right? And then here, look what's overdue, brown, right? And then look what kills it here on this side, red. Okay, so if you think it's going to come out next winter or within one or two draws, purple, right? Purple, brown, red, like that. All you have to do is this. Purple, brown, and pick the red. Red, right there. There you go. And there's the three numbers. It shows you got 12 there, 12 numbers there. 933 doesn't hit a lot, and it's with doubles and singles, as you can see here. You see singles and doubles, it says throughout there, and it shows you doubles. See that? Doubles, triples, see? So 933 is just about the doubles and triples. Now, here, if you go 921, you've got 16 numbers, and 912. And you do have limited features that you can utilize. For example, as you can see here, it says hit, right? It says hit, so you can go here and you could choose hit. So you can do that. Hold on, you can do this like that, hit, okay? And it shows you where the hits are. Anyway, the symbols are there anyway. See hit? You got there, hit, see that? Hit, 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 okay? So it shows you where the numbers are. And now you have only 6 numbers, right? You only have 6 numbers with 912, which is very popular. And that is the only one. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So if this color comes out, purple, brown, red, purple, brown, red, right? With this hit, right, in the front, then you only have 6 numbers with 912 for New Jersey, okay? 933, you have only 3 numbers. Absolutely awesome. You've got to love this. And this is a totally free site. Now, this feature here, when you click this, it's a $1 fee via PayPal, and it just takes all these patterns together, and it just shows you a breakdown. It helps you just see all the pair of sums together and the breakdown. So hold on a second. Select, select, select. Okay. And then we go here. That. All right. So hold on. All right. You know what? Let me show you this one. Let me show you this. Show this here. Okay. This is important. This shows you all the possible color combinations, okay? The first, it shows you purple and green. Purple and green is the first combination. Is this here, purple or green? You start out with that, right? So it's either you think it's going to hit purple or you think it's going to hit green. The majority of the time, as you saw, purple's the one that hits. So here is all the combinations here. The most wins are these combinations, as you can see here. See that? Most wins like that. Out of all these wins, 30 combinations, right? These are the most that win all the time, okay? And look what you have here in the middle. You have the pink, brown, green, and yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the 4 that hit the most. Pink, brown, green, yellow. You see that? You don't even see the gray combination, okay? So if you think it's going to be, for example, and red hits a lot too. Like see that? You see the red? See the red hits a lot. Look at that, like dominates. So if you think it's going to be, say, like we just did, purple, brown, and red, right? You think it's going to be, you can, if you're playing such few numbers, you could play more than one pattern. And look, this pattern here, pink and brown are the ones that win the most. You know that from past videos. So if we do purple, pink, and red, purple, pink, and red, purple, pink, and red. Okay, and what do we have left here? 10 numbers for 831, and 813 is 8 numbers, which you can reduce if you do hit. That should turn off these. Hold on. You leave that on. So hit. So you got back to you got down to 7 numbers, okay, and you got 8 numbers and 7 numbers. So you've reduced those. Let's see. So this one's 8 and this one's 10. Okay, so we did reduce those. And you could further reduce it. So say, let's go back here. Let's did the hit. Excuse me. Remove the miss. Sorry about that. Hold on. There you go. All right, so it's actually choosing it here. Choosing that. So hit. Because you can see it. See the symbols here? Hit. Hit. Okay, so that's easy to know. And there's the purple side. Green side, purple side. All right, and it tells you play card. It's for the midday draw for New Jersey. And it's July 19th, 2025. Okay? And pink. Look at that. Pink. What was the last ones? I'm going to compare this site with the Lottodds site and show you the great difference. Okay, this is a watered down site. Let's see, the pink was with the green. Oh, looks like the red's going to hit. Excuse me, purple, pink, red with a hit. So it looks like we could be getting this coming up soon. If it's a next draw, you don't have 822. You just have 813 and 831. And if you think it's going to be with, so you had the back here, back, back, split, split, front, could have FSB, split, back, FSB right there, FSB. We could be looking at a front. Back just hit there, split just hit there, front is overdue. So we could be looking at one of these three. You could isolate these further by going like this. Hold on. Split, taking those out. All right. And here you go. 3 numbers for that. And then it would only be 813. So if this pattern came out here with purple, pink, green, right? Purple, pink, green. Excuse me. Purple, pink, green with a hit and only front, we're looking at this. 3 numbers. If I took this out, it's still showing you it would be this. One of these 3 numbers that would hit right there. Okay, it's singles. Pretty cool. So now filtering it out, we gave you these filters. If you want to filter out for the single numbers, okay. If you want to, excuse me, take out the single numbers, you get the doubles. Okay, take out the doubles, you get the singles. Take out the triples. If you want to do front, take out the front. Take out the back. See that? Take out the split. All right, hold on. Yep. There you go. FSB. Low. That. High. Oop. That took them all out. Hold on. All right. Of course. All right. So you can utilize that. Okay. And let's see here. This might be. We need to probably fix that one. Yeah. All right. So we just need to fix these two here, these 2 filters. But you could do with this page. You can everything else works. So we'll get on that right away. We're going to be able to, or you will be able to utilize this even as practice, like you novice players and you new players. Before you get on the live site and do the subscription, I'm going to show you the difference between the two. You can use this as practice, get used to it, and you can also go to these videos here. We have a YouTube channel, limited videos, and it'll give you instructions how to use the Match 3 Colors page, the free site here. Okay, it's a great way to practice, all right? And let's see here. What else? Oh yeah, and this here is basically it's just the breakdown. It shows you the winning numbers. Okay, it shows you the hit and miss, hit and win, which is basically this: hit, win, hit, miss. Okay, and back or front. It's these symbols. Okay, are these hit, miss, back, hit, win, front, hit, win, FSB. Okay, that's what it is. Hit, miss, back, hit, win, FSB, hit, win, split. Okay, so that's basically what it is. Okay, and you also have a tutorial video here you click for quick access. Yeah, yeah, it takes you right there too. Also, two links takes you to the same spot. All right, and then you have all these filters here, okay, as well. All right. Now, if you go to now, what we're gonna do is, you know what? I'm gonna show you the difference between this site and Lottodds. Then I'm going to give you an example, strategy, go over a strategy for Lottodds, right? That we mentioned in the past video pertaining to isolating a certain pair pattern, okay? And that is pretty cool what I'm about to show you. So, all right, so let me show you the difference for you novice players and you newbies. All right, the difference between the free site and the paid site. All right, let me just minimize this. All right, so this side here is the free site for, there's two subscriptions. There's a $9.95 subscription. I'm going to show you what that is. Okay, $9.95 subscription is right here. It's a prediction page. It's just a basic page, a page that we started out with first before we did the auto predict pages. And it just basically has just, basic filters, number patterns, high, low, odd, even, so forth, so on. It has here, if you click this down, it'll show you patterns. Okay, these are straight numbers. If you click that, you got the box numbers. It goes from low to high. Okay, shows you that, right? And you can utilize that by either you could play with this, you could do box or straight numbers. With the auto predict, it only works with box numbers because box numbers only 220 numbers instead of 1,000. Easy to work with because you have less numbers. And if you want to convert the box numbers to straight, you just come here. You just go to my numbers, paste your numbers here, okay? Go straight and then apply, okay? And then it'll convert, for example, 1, 2, 3, right? It's a box number from low to high. Click that and it'll convert it into straight numbers, okay? 6. This 1, 2, 3 creates 6 straight numbers like that. So simple, all right? Now, for this feature, you just click, say, box numbers or the 1,000 straight numbers, and then you could utilize the filters. So you have all these filters right here. These are additional filters, okay? A lot of these filters are included in the auto predict page, but there's a lot of filters that are not, okay? So this is basic. Somebody who doesn't want to spend the $24.95 could do $9.95 a month, and you'll get these basic. Okay, so you have the free site, you have the $9.95, and then if you want to go higher with more advanced features, you go $24.95, and you've got this first auto predict page. And yeah, and we will have a lotto pool soon, okay? But that lotto pool is going to be free. You don't have to have a subscription or anything. Okay, you just get on it. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, auto predict page, you have a lot of features on here. You could look at past videos on YouTube, okay? YouTube's Lottodds YouTube channel. There's over 600 videos, almost 700. So there's plenty of information to help you understand exactly how all this functions and to create your own strategy or to work with Lottodds with your own strategy. You have paste your own numbers here. You could paste the numbers from your strategy here and help reduce them even more. Now, if you go to the mobile web page, which is going to be part of the mobile app, we are still coding, okay, or it's actually in a pause right now until we finish this feature here. We're adding the alerts page here, okay, we're adding alerts page here. I explained in past videos, and we're going to finish the lotto pool down here, which is going to be really awesome and cool. A lot of people are going to have so much fun with that. We're thinking about the legalization of it, the lotto pool. We might start out with a free lotto pool where you can play for free, but you win real cash and prizes, okay? So to make it legal for us, and we'll just use it as a promotional tool to begin with until we get the proper legalization and licensing and whatnot. But it's going to be so much fun for everyone. All right, so this is an awesome page here, the mobile page here. And it just, you look at past videos and it'll show you exactly, how to utilize this, and we talked about this before. For example, this charts page here, you know, if you saw past videos, it works with these two columns here, and these are the buttons for them. These two columns, for example, green would be something like this. Green. If the green comes out here, the winner would be here. Okay, but you look at past videos explaining in depth. I don't want to go through with it here, but just to show you how different these pages are. Okay, and you have different pages here with the mobile web page. You have the pair sum page. Okay, and pair sum page. You pick the patterns that you're looking for, and it comes out here. It shows you in color. These are key predict colors here, which is here. These two, based on the pairs. Okay, again, past videos, I'm not going to go through this, but and here there's a section where you can also paste your numbers. So if you have your own strategy, you can put it in here and then have the numbers reduced. Now, I'm going to show you a strategy you can implement with this. Okay, this is going to be a repeat of what I said in past video, but it's going to show you how powerful this is and how you can utilize this as well. One thing I want to add before I go on to that is that, you know, you can reduce, you have filters on this chart here. So you can reduce the numbers. You can remove the numbers. Did you see that? You see these numbers here? You can reduce them and just work with colors. Okay, something that the free page does not have. Okay, you can also isolate pair sums. So for example, if we were looking at the pink, right? So these are pinks. The three of them are the pinks. But the ones that we were looking at that showed us with, it was with, what was it? It was pink, purple, pink, and red. Purple, pink, and red came out with 831 and 813. So you can isolate those as well like that. Okay? That is how that works. All right? And it's a very advanced feature. Okay? Highly more advanced than the free one. Okay? But the free one you can use again to practice with before you jump into the advanced version. Well, okay. Now let's go into an example. Okay, how you can utilize the advanced features here that you cannot utilize with this. That's correct. Cannot, because there's more advanced features here, because with what I'm going to show you is going down to this, right, and the pairs, okay, that you can use, because we don't have these pairs, which are based on these two columns. You don't have it in free site. All right, so let me show you that. Hold on. All right, this is pretty cool, okay? So this is a strategy you can implement yourself when you get on advanced site. All right, so here, let me show you this. All right, okay. So this is a Georgia, okay, calendar of July, and I've reduced all the other elements that were with it so it won't be all crowded up. For example, like, hold on, let me just show you something. All right, like this, look. Oh, hold on. Okay. All right, so here on the calendar, right there, right? See how it's all crowded up with all these elements, all right? So you're able to utilize this on off to remove a lot of these elements to make it more clear. And that's what I did. And when you look at this, if you look at a pattern that comes out all the time in Georgia, July, look, back FSB, right? Every week it's been hitting multiple times a week, right? This is July. Look at all the hits. Even like from the 13th, right? The 17th. Look at that. This week, this past week. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 times. Look at June, how many times it hits. It's hitting every week, and multiple times a week it can hit. Look at that. And look at May. Look at May. Look at April, right? So if you identify a pattern like that, right, you can utilize the site to write this feature on the mobile web page, and you could just, look, do FSB back or back FSB. And look what happens. We have, you have this 5 colors, right? There's pink, brown, green, yellow, and gray, right? But look how many numbers that just are produced, okay? And these pages are, these numbers, I should say, change all the time based on these pairs. The algorithm knows what to do and changes these numbers, okay? And they will win. If FSB back comes out, one of these two and the pink will be the winner, guaranteed. Okay, so look, if you isolate pink and you went FSB and you want to do back FSB as well, you only have 4 numbers. Okay, look at this brown FSB back, right, back FSB. Brown has only 6 numbers. Green has only 2 numbers. Yellow has only 3 numbers. Okay, gray only has 1 number. This is awesome. So that means you can play more than one pair sum and play from multiple draws and do both, right? FSB and back FSB back and back FSB, right? But if you look at this and you see that FSB is due for the top or the bottom, the top is the L1, okay, and bottom is M3C. You should already know what that means. So look, you had top, meaning the back, B, top, bottom, top, bottom, top. Can we get another top or bottom? If you think it's going to be another top, based on a trend, the way it's running, because look, top, bottom, then a top, right? And then top, bottom, top, bottom, top. The trend looks like it's a top back is hitting the most. So if you think it's going to be back FSB, well, guess what? You just reduce the numbers even more. Okay, look, back FSB, that's the top. Back FSB comes first. Only 2 numbers for the pink. Look at this. Only 2 numbers for the brown. Only 2 numbers for the green and yellow. Only 1 number. And for the gray, only 1 number. You can't beat that. And since this is high doesn't win all the time, you can remove that. It's probably why gray doesn't win all the time. But that is the power of the advanced sight. Okay, so if you want to use the match 3 colors free site for you guys. Okay, match 3 colors to practice with. Okay, to get used to, especially new people. And then when you feel comfortable with it, jump to advanced site. This view all, you guys should already know about this. You old guys who worked with it in the past. Okay, hold on, I like playing with Georgia. All right, so this basically just takes all the pair sums and matches them together, shows you all the patterns and the numbers that come out. So if you pick a certain pattern, you don't have to, for example, if you think purple is going to come out with a red, you just do purple with a red and you can see all the pair of sums with the numbers. And again, if you think, for example, look at the purple, how the purple dominates. It's so easy to know that purple is going to be the dominating winner. Even if green comes out next, the following is going to be purple. And then look what it comes out with, hit. So you could go with that and you could do this with it, hit, choose the hit. I think it's remove the miss. But you can figure that out because here, hit, see that hit hits. Now we got to pick this color here. So you think it's going to be red? Red dominates here, right? Does it dominate? You got a lot of green mix. You got a mix here, right? So here, brown, green looks like it's going to be coming out. Is there numbers with green? Oh, look at that. It even tells you the pair of sums. It says it's going to be either the 7, the 10, or the 6 pair of sums. 6, 3, 3. And, all right, so you got 6 numbers, right? And if you think it's going to be the hit, let's go hit there. So there's a hit. Okay, so you have 10 numbers. Now you have 4 pair of sums, right? You got the hit there. Look at that. 10 numbers with the 7. 12. You got 3 numbers with the 10. You got 13 with the 6. You got 3. Depending what's going to come out. 12 rarely hits. 6 rarely hits. You could don't even care about those two. It's the 10, 1, 1 and the 7, 2, 3. Those are the ones. And look, the 0 here, you see these numbers? That's when they hit last. How many draws are out? This is out 2 draws. This is out, this just hit. If you think 7, 2, 3 is not going to repeat, see it just hit? If you think it's not going to repeat, okay, then it's 10, 1, 1. Now, if you think red's going to hit, you just go red, and it'll show you all the pair of sums connected with red. You see that? And it'll show you that. All right? If you think that, look how pink is overdue. Okay, so if you think it's pink, just hit pink. Ooh, look at that. This is a good one. So this is 831s out 44 draws. My goodness, that is so overdue. All right, showing you 10. All right, 10 with the hit there. See, hit here. The number is only going to be these two. The doubles, right? If you think a single is going to hit with that, I'm going to leave it like that because it tends to hit with double as well. So 10 numbers, which you could reduce. 822, only 11 draws out. 822 has 22 numbers, which you can utilize the filters even more to reduce them. Remove the double. Okay, you have 16. You could continue to remove the, if you don't think it's going to be low, you don't think it's going to be high. If you think it's not FFB, that's FSB is only with triples and doubles. You don't think it's going to be a split that's coming out. You're down to 9 numbers. Let's see. What hit last with, that's back. Okay, if you don't think back is going to hit, if you think splitting back, you think it's going to be front. Okay, 9 numbers, FSB. All right, like that. And you just reduce it. Okay, practice with that. Once you feel comfortable, jump on the advanced. All right, I wish you the best.